into the match as Cloud9 take up the T side to start things off. And right from the beginning, they go basically into their default split, but the CTs are going to try for some of their own aggression. G2 trying to push their way through. Kenny will be able to claim the first kill, but a strike back comes in from Automatic just seconds later as he trades out onto NBK and retakes control of the hallway. Now the CTs, they actually do try to swing back in there, taking at least one more battle, but then giving it up as now Cloud9 will hold hesitant control in a 4v4. Also now being able to move in and take a little bit of control over mid here. Stewie, first off, starts to move, but he will be contested in a second as Shox also will be taking the duel out here. But again, another one, very short-lived. G2 seem to be shying away from contesting this, and now, as Kenny moves forward, nothing is going to be able to punish that. Taking him out of the mixture now, leads this back down into another 4v3, with G2 still having a heavy focus on A, thankfully. This is where Cloud9 is going to send their execute towards Apex. Next to challenge this, Shox is a way out, but Automatic will be able to claim that kill essentially for free against Apex. So Shox trying to move back in and make the difference here. He's allowed into the site for free, bulldozing his way through, picks up the kill on a Skadoodle, but now he's stuck. Is not able to safely move in to kill the player on quad just as of yet. So swinging around the other direction, he'll try to investigate the other site while he waits for the B rotator to get here. Body's going to move into the site. He immediately picks up his first kill as he knocks that Automatic and evens us back up to a 2v2. But now time is getting low, and Body getting dinked is certainly not going to help their cause. But at the same time, it's down to nothing to hold this, and he gets destroyed by Shox. Moving outside of Squeaky, he's just going to be tagged down a little bit as they have themselves that slight battle, but still actual progress being made until we finally see Shroud getting that kill now against Kenny. That's going to open up the wayside, but still no real follow-up moving in from C9 just yet. And it's just a full rotate from G2. They're all moving over here. That's some good stuff from Shroud, though, hitting a second kill now. Finally, a response does come out from the CTs as Body and NBK are going to be able to battle back for those 2 kills, evening this out into a 3v3. Still 40 seconds remaining, though, so Cloud9, if they wanted to, could just ditch this A plane, swing in the other direction. G2 already been starting to check out mid because of that, but Shox is going to strike fair here. NBK as well, and that just leaves Skadoodle up and rolling at this point, who will also be taken down. They're going to have full AKs, but still no op to be seen just yet. Back to the default spread. They're not going to push aggressively inside. Speaking of aggression, it's Shox this time that just swings out into the B halls and finds that early kill.
That's just such good intuition from him, from realizing, hey, I just locked down the B site. Most likely they're only going to send one player there. They're not going to challenge me aggressively. Well, he didn't really lock it down, but as a team they did, right? And they had such a quick rotate. So he takes advantage, makes it 4v5 right off the bat. Again, they try to take post-mid control from that. Apex, that's twice now that he's died going after that boost position.
Shroud still trying to hunt from the doorway over here too, but Kenny this time moving back in and getting aggressive. A little bit too aggressive though. Shroud's going to be able to trade that, but again, it's of little consequences. Right again, we're down to another 1v3 where the ops just punish it far too heavily. Some don't even have the armor purchases behind it. A few smokes to play with here, but that's basically going to be it. And it is going to be a very straightforward execute outside. First up shot's going to be a miss, and that's going to allow Stewie to roll back in, picking up a double kill. NBK along with Kenny go down in the process, and that pushes all the CT presence off site. Now Cloud9, they've got a few seconds to get themselves set back up. Stewie also has an op, but only 5 HP to work with it, so won't be the most stable. They do try to put him up on top of the boost, but not going to find much from it. And in the meantime, Apex moving himself in, but can't get that kill, and now Skadoodle runs out from A main, picks up the kill against Apex. Only 2 alive, and they really don't have any positions to retake upon this, so I don't even think they're going to go for it. Shock's already falling back. Body trying to impact to the best of his ability, but more than likely, you are going to be looking at a Cloud9 victory in this round in just a few moments as G2 give it up. They'll be falling back, and Cloud9 will finally get themselves on the board.
Yeah, that was much needed from Cloud9. G2 actually had a really good setup to stop that because Apex was watching middle from Highway.
It's Cloud9 back into the default setup, but Shroud again doing really well with these pushes over here towards the squeaky hallway. But Shox actually caught an off timing here, still able to recover though and pick up his kill into nothing once again. It's going to be 3-0 at this point with those 2 dueling back over there in the B halls.
Yeah, they need to address Shox at B. Like this situation is kind of getting a bit out of hand. He's playing the B site by himself. He's getting aggressive, making 4v5, and he's really just making it so difficult for Cloud9 to really do anything.
Yeah, and NBK doing work as well as he now pushes back out from A main there. While he may not be able to actually clutch out the round, he can at the very least get the bomb on the ground, get his team the extra money. And we'll see that in a moment here as NBK does cross back over towards the truck position, but they're not trying to poke in and find the entries or anything like that. We'll see that change now as Nothing tries to make a move for team A and B, but Apex is able to counter that. You still Shox watching this nice little pixel angle in case they try to push up on top of the platform since he's really the only one from within the site, but he's just lost his teammate too, and now the last 2 remainders on A have to move back in, and Shox has to hold this back off. Gets 1, 2, he can go for 3, misses the no-scope, but still good position. That doesn't matter though, as Skadoodle along with Stewie are going to battle back for 2 more kills, and now it's on NBK, who's going to waste no time dropping back in. by the forklift in the door itself. But rotates are also on the way very, very quickly here. Trades going back off. It does favor Cloud9 for right now. And Automatic picking up that 4th kill, leaves it on the Shocks to try and clutch this back off, along with still being able to find Skadoodle just seconds later, as he's most definitely going to go for a re-peek into it. But time is getting low. Shocks does not have a kid on him currently, and I don't know if there's one sitting on the ground somewhere. He's not going to get far with it at all. Skadoodle moves out for main, shuts him down. Very aggressive position inside there, trying to fight out for got himself all the way to the pit. I don't
Look
even
at the rotate.
know if they realized. Well, yeah, they certainly realized it, but I don't know if they realized it's just this one player. Now NBK is going to move back in, but he also gets taken back down. So just like that, into the 4v4 as NBK gives himself up. Apex reveals himself out on this site, and he's going to get taken out. So the plan from Stewie works perfectly, and Cloud9 just get free control of A essentially, while only having to trade out 1 kill.
Yeah, and Stewie didn't even get a kill that round. He just, died at B, but he's kind of like the MVP of the round. Because 4 players from G2 rotated to B. A lot of the time that's a sign of just being a little bit uncomfortable. The body hits a great shot onto Shroud at quad, so the retake is still alive.
Yeah, Body moving himself all the way up now, trying to get himself behind forklift. Skadoodle let's take down his teammate, but a trade's going to be there for Body. Tries to follow it through with this player hugging the right side of A main. That would be nothing. Still has to try and find the location for Automatic, though, and time is getting very low. He's got a kit. Oh, does a double take as well. Could have had himself the kill against Automatic. So very easy to avoid that one and get themselves inside of the vent room and through checkers. Now they're going to go for the execute here, but a lot of smokes covering it back off the CT. Still going to try to fight for it. Shocks forced into the open by the Molotov. Apex so far, the only one that's been able to trade out a kill. And just like that, again, control. But here comes Kenny on the big flank, gets 1, gets a 2nd, and a 3rd was also claimed from the front line. So now it's just Automatic alive here in a 1v3. They crush it, and G2 might have themselves that lead after all, as Kenny S does seal the deal.
And Skadoodle is just going to try to make it look like it's a retake A, and then Stewie's going to try to shoot him in the side of the head, essentially.
As he holds that one. Shroud also picks off the one player trying to push his way over towards B now, so the rest will get ready to move in and execute. And Skadoodle, there you go. There's a distraction from him now. Nothing. Also going to move quickly up through highway, but Stewie gets hit with his flashbang, so it's going to be rough. But given the time to recover, still shut down by Body, though, and that'll take him out of the picture for right now. Nothing. Look at him, though. Gets up so much room. Does get the kill on the planter, but immediately traded out just a second later by Apex. Brings us down to a 3v3. G2 holding control, yes, but they've got to be cautious. Now there's also a flank working against them from Automatic, who's going to be lurking his way over here into the squeaky hollow, and in a few seconds we'll be ready to execute. I imagine that's what Shroud and Skadoodle are waiting for, so they can all try to pinch this at the same time, shut it down, and succeed in this comeback to allow them to try and take a little bit of a lead to start at their CT side. A good shot from Skadoodle on the entry now, as he does move himself back in. Automatic coming in through the flank. Apex got 1, but then now he's done, as we can see Automatic picking up that 2nd kill as he moves forward. There's 1 more, and it's going to be a 1-tap from Automatic to seal the deal and give Cloud9 the 2nd half pistol. And he may have to get these quick rotates in from Automatic and Nothing. As we can see now, Nothing does wait from within inside of checkers, though he'll be available to assist, but doesn't get anything done. Just good damage onto a few of these players. Shroud looking away at the wrong moment, able to recover, but he can't chase that kill into NBK properly. There's the success upon it. Finally gets it, but now he's also going to be pushed by more in the smoke, but he's able to hold. Stewie jumping in for some fun as well, as him and Automatic claim the last 2 kills. Same position from Nothing again in the B-bomb site too, while Shroud holds the actual site itself. Nothing's just going to be waiting behind the checkers box. Hold this back off the Shocks, now trying to move back up, and in the meantime, Apex picking up the 1st kill. Shroud, though, now armed with the AUG, finds that quick kill, and Automatic was able to punish out Shocks back in mid, so their boost up fails. They're not going to get immediate control. In fact, it's fully held, as G2 are trying to sort of just funnel their way into B in hopes of at the very least holding checkers control, and that Cloud9 would get over aggressive and that they could punish that when they try to push in. That spray from NBK almost takes down Stewie through the garage, and checkers not able to find it, though. Kenny does pick up an additional kill, however, against Shroud, as this brings itself down to another even battle with the elimination of Shroud. That should give them the sight to be able to get the plant and bring this into Cloud9, having the pressure against them. As originally it was looking like Automatic was going to try to move back in through the vents, but since decided against it and Skadoodle hunting from back here, it's not looking like G2 are really going to give anything away to Cloud9 from just these default positions. Cloud9's going to have to make a move, start their retake for there to be any actual progress here, as G2 is holding back very steadily and very patiently, as they can't really afford to go out into the open. They don't have any utility to do it. A good lineup from NBK, does great damage to Automatic. He's down to 1. Body and Kenny S finding those 2 kills, but Skadoodle himself traded out 2 more. Now he's going to move back in the smoke from within the site. Great spray from NBK, though he's got him down low. And Skadoodle off the bomb and out into the open, where NBK is going to punish.
Has to watch the vents. And then they also have to worry about big flank pretty soon, right? And it kind of takes that guy out of the play. And it usually is going to make that site hold a lot easier.
Skadoodle holds here with 2 DEAGLE shots. He's going to go for a third, and he'll be able to get it. Just one more to go, and it's against bodies. It's looking like Cloud9 on the save. May have just pulled off the round. That'll keep them in control of the lead as nothing drops down for above, but it is going to be Skadoodle that gets the kill. G2 going to waste no time in this round here in trying to execute as they're put up against the wall here now with just Tech 9s and Ump and one single AK into the site. Oh, the jumping headshot from NBK on the up there as he does take down Stewie. More are still going to try to move back in as Skadoodle's struggling to find his own position from behind the smoke there. Automatic trying to work towards a flank, and he succeeds on his entry, but now down at 11 HP and has to back out, but Apex catches him on the backside. So that's full control in a 3v3 situation that Cloud9 have to work for a retake on. Thankfully, some of the members of G2 have already been lit. NBK down at 24 HP, very, very low. The rest of Cloud9 still looking pretty comfortable themselves in terms of what they have to offer. But Shroud getting lit up here a little bit more, just below half HP for him. The smoke in A main is great. It restricts so much presence. They've already killed the player that's on the site. They can start this defuse right now. Skadoodle finding another kill, and Shroud again shuts it down. Only Tech 9s and 2 AKs to work with here with the French squad. And they're moving very decisively towards B. Nothing though, waiting behind the box, catches 2 of them with nades in hand. Does great damage to a third as well before NBK finally trades upon him. Shroud moving back in. They've got a flight coming in events, but that may not be needed. Just Shroud is on fire right now. Gets himself the double. It's all on NBK to save this map, but if he can't do it, well, nobody can. As Skadoodle gets the last kill, and Cloud9 take it 16-10.
Yeah, just a great